Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be the things I regret buying for my baby. So it's things that we've bought and not really used, or things that we've bought and we haven't really liked using and Theo hasn't really adjusted to or anything. So yeah. Okay, so the first thing that we bought that we didn't really use was our changing station. We bought it for like £100 and something and we literally used it a couple times. The most it's ever been used is when people have come over and they've changed Theo and they've been like, okay, well we'll use the changing station because we're not just going to change him on your bed. But other than that, me and Oliver never really used the changing station. The only time we used it was when he was a newborn, and it just wasn't worth it in my opinion. We could have saved £100 and something of something else. The only thing we really used was the bath, but that was only because we only had a shower where we were living. So other than that, I really wouldn't recommend it. But obviously for some people literally rely on it and some people don't. It's just hit or miss with the changing stations. Okay, so the next thing for us personally was the Tommy Tippy steriliser, Tommy Tippy bottle kit thing. This is generally just because Theo did not take to the bottles at all. They were giving him pains, he just didn't like them at all. So we switched to Mam and they're perfect for him. Oh, sorry Theo, mate. So we used Tommy Tippy for the first few weeks of his life. He really did not get on with them. Did you, Theo? No. So that is the reason that I don't recommend it, but obviously every baby is different. So okay, so another thing was Lidl's nappies. Now some people swear by them, like obviously this is just another one that depends on your baby, I think. But Theo just wet through them constantly. Bear in mind Theo is a very wet baby. He's constantly got a full nappy. Not because we're not changing it, but because he's constantly peeing. But yeah, and then another thing was Aldi wipes. We did not get on with them at all, gave him a rash and they would just rip really easily, along with Pampers wipes. So we really just stuck with Pampers for nappies and wipes. That's the only thing he really agrees with, wasn't it? The only thing that you really agreed with was Pampers, the expensive ones. Okay, so another one is the Moses basket. Now Theo was way too big from being born to even go in his Moses basket. So that was just a waste of money for us in general. We got given it, but it would have been a waste of money for us because he didn't even go in it for one night. He was straight into his next to me crib. But yeah, so it all depends really on what weight your baby is born, because that all depends on if you will get use out of a Moses basket or not, or if they take to a Moses basket, because not all babies actually want to sleep in a Moses basket or a next to me crib. So yet again, depends on the baby. Yet again, depends on the baba. And if you got Theo, he's high maintenance. You look like your mom. You look like your mommy. Yes, you do. You look like your mommy. Okay, so another thing is the Milk Buster from Sainsbury's. I believe it was shown on Dragon's Den. So we thought we'd give it a try. Honestly, it's definitely, in my opinion, shown and portrayed to be much better than it is. Like, it worked, but not to the extent that we were expecting or hoping for. So we've literally used it once or twice and we've just left it in a corner. So if you're thinking of trying it, definitely clean the bottle as soon as your baby has drank it, because if you leave it to be sterilised, it will not work very well. What's the matter? What's the matter? What's the matter with my boy? So we had a nappy bin from Tommy Tippy, And obviously they say, yeah, it's going to last ages, the refills, and it's non-smell, and I bet a few of you have this bin and are thinking, well, it works for us. Theo is nuclear. Yeah, it just didn't really hide the smell, and it ran out so quickly, and it was getting very expensive because the refills are just, once you're buying them and buying them and buying them, they do get to the point where it's just expensive and not worth it, and you just throw it in a nappy sack and put it in your kitchen bin, you know. Another thing is baby sleeping bags, or whatever it's called. Now this is another one of your baby's preference, but Theo didn't really take to them because he didn't really like having his feet or hands that he can't grab, or not grab because he was a newborn obviously, but like he didn't like them being, so he couldn't move them around when he wanted them, because as you can tell he's a very armsy, kicky baby. So he really didn't like, we got about 10 of them. Yes, we got about 10 of them, and they're all just still in the drawer because we tried him with one and he just did not like it and he would not go to sleep. So someone's getting moody. But yeah, so that is everything I have that I do not recommend buying for pregnant women or soon to be mums. But yeah, if you did enjoy this video and you do want to see more of little Theo or me or our little family, then subscribe, and I will see you all in our next video. Say bye. No, you tired boy.